Hi, welcome to this game review in the Play Hive Like a Champion video series. I am Randy Ingersoll, player and author of the book Play Hive Like a Champion. You can find me at boardspace.net and boardgamearena.com. My username on both sites is Ringersall. Many beginning Hive players lack the experience to formulate and implement an endgame strategy. Without some type of endgame strategy, it may be difficult to bring a game to a successful conclusion. This game demonstrates some of the thinking that goes into an endgame plan. My opponent, playing white, attacks well in the early stages of the game, forcing me to defend. Even after an error on turn 24 ties up two of my bugs, I'm able to mount a successful defense. The discussion after turn 40 gives valuable insight into some things to look for when planning an endgame strategy. In many cases, an endgame strategy does not force a one position. Instead, it will put a player in position to take advantage of an opponent's mistake. Without a strategy in mind, an error from one's opponent may go by without a clear advantage being gained. In this game, two errors late allow me to turn what could have been a difficult endgame into a relatively easy victory. In the back of my mind, I was thinking of limiting my opponent's mobility, which, in the game, became a shutout. The shutout itself did not lead to the win. A well-placed shutout release freed two more bugs that were needed for the win. I hope that you find this review enjoyable and beneficial. When playing with standard bugs, it is best to start with a bug that cannot easily be blocked. Grasshopper or beetle is best. A very common C opening. Both of us get our queens in play on turn 2, allowing the bugs placed on turn 3 to be moved on turn 4. White gets an ant in play early, and I sacrifice the first ant in order to get a second ant safely into play. The white grasshopper poses a double threat. If it jumps in, not only will it attack the queen, it will free the white beetle. I place a spider so it can move to pin the beetle. A big mistake by me. In an attempt to perform a pin replacement to free the black ant, I overlooked white's response. This placement does two things. One, it stops the pin replacement. If the black spider now moves, the white spider is free. And two, it threatens to attack the black queen. When my opponent places his third ant, I'm forced to place a block to keep white bugs away from the right side of my queen. The white ant cannot fit through the gate between my spider and beetle. Sadly, this means that neither of these bugs can move without opening the gate. When the white queen advances, one of my defending grasshoppers must jump out, but which one? It is grasshopper number 2, and shortly we will see why. Notice that the only real option for either grasshopper was to jump and pin white grasshopper 1. The white queen continues to advance. This also frees the white beetle. I defend with my second beetle placed here. Now let's see what the game would have looked like if I would have chosen the other grasshopper. It is true that the white queen would not be able to advance any farther, but my beetle would have been placed here, one space farther from my queen. And in addition, this ant could move here, forming a ring that releases both white beetles. Now let's go back to the game. The white ant releases the second beetle. I try to free my queen by sacrificing the beetle, forcing the white beetle to play the block. I prefer keeping my last bug in reserve. Once all your bugs have been played, your opponent no longer must be concerned with new bug placement. But now I need to be aggressive. This grasshopper threatens to move here, freeing black ant 3. The white beetle covers black ant 3. This is what I thought would happen, but happily for me, white ant 3 is now pinned. Let's take a break here and examine the situation. From the start, I've been on the defensive, but so far I've been able to successfully thwart white's attacks. With the block placed here, Even with a mobile ant, white cannot easily get to this space. The black queen has 2 defenders, black beetle 2 and black grasshopper 1. Black beetle 2 is free to move, becoming an active defender, but white grasshopper 3 is poised and ready to fill that space. A key to black grasshopper 1 as a defender is the pocket here. If it were filled, then the black grasshopper would be released if white grasshopper 3 attacks. Let's look at one other key point, the elbow here. A bug placed here will release black ant 2. But is there a bug that can get there? Yes. After white grasshopper 3 moves in, the pocket is filled and black grasshopper 1 is released. Black grasshopper 1 can jump here and then here, and black ant 2 is free to go. After considering these points, I believe that I can win. So back to the game. To keep from getting pinned by the queen moving away, black beetle 2 must move. I elect to cover the white queen. And the white grasshopper jumps in. The threat now is white ant 2 moving here, creating a fill, and releasing white grasshopper 1 to jump in and win. My next moves are forced. I must cover white grasshopper 1 with beetle 2. I fill the pocket and release black grasshopper 1. At this point, I am confident that I will not lose, and let's do a bug count and you will see why. White needs to fill 3 spots, 1, 2, 3, and has 3 bugs, beetle, ant, queen. Black ant 2 will soon be free, and I am sure that I can stop one of the white bugs. And if I can, I will not lose. But can I win? Only time will tell, and I need a plan. And I do have a plan. It starts with freeing ant 2 and using the ant to immobilize white ant 2. When white ant 2 gets pinned, there is no longer a threat to attack the right side of my queen, and I can safely open the gate, freeing 2 bugs. Note how I take my beetle around the white spider rather than atop it. I don't want the white beetle to immobilize my beetle. A mistake by white, allowing me to cover beetle 2. Another error. Any beetle move leads to my beetle 2 becoming free. Pay attention to where my beetle goes. If the white beetle can move into this pocket, 2 white bugs will be free. I must stop that. It is important to keep the white ant blocked in. Pinning the white queen forces white beetle 1 to move, and I cover it. White grasshopper 3 is forced to move. I pin it, and the shutout is complete. I don't have enough bugs to win, but releasing the shutout frees 2 more, black ant 1 and the black queen. With the black grasshopper move, white grasshopper 1 is free to move, but its move is forced. One potential problem is here, where the white beetle is in an elbow. The black queen cannot pass until the beetle is covered. My last attacking bug frees the white ant, but it's too late. The game is over.